5th century BC. The strong Achaemenid Empire, also known as Ancient Persia, had reached its greatest expansion, but the domination of such a large territory also presented problems. In 499 BC, some conquered Greek city-states on the western coast of Asia Minor revolted against their rulers. This event is known as the Ionian revolt. The Ionians got military support from the two allied Greek city-states of Eretria and Athens. King Darius I, also called the Great, did not want to lose control and Persian authority in the rebelling administrative regions. He ordered to smash down the revolt. The retake of the Ionian city-states was not enough for King Darius. He wanted to take revenge on every Greek city-state that had supported the Ionians. In this case he targeted Eretria and Athens. King Darius also aimed for other Greek territories. It would have been a significant expansion of power for the Persian Empire. So, he fielded massive armies. One of these was commanded by the general Darius. It is presumed that the Persian invasion of Greece began in 492 BC. He embarked onto around 600 ships. Darius crossed the Aegean with his armed forces. On mainland, additional armies advanced further and further into Greek territory. During the course of the campaign, several Greek city-states were subjugated to the Persian Empire. Eretria was razed to the ground in revenge for supporting the Ionian revolt. After that, the Persian invasion fleet advanced to Athens as planned. But the Athenians found out about the devastation of Eretria and were faced with the Persian invasion. The army of Athens was commanded by 10 strategos. One of them was Miltiades. He had previously served the Persians and had some knowledge of the enemy. His experience proved useful in the current situation. Despite their inferiority, the Athenians decided to confront the enemy. In order to have a chance against the enemy, they needed military support. So they sent several messengers to other Greek city-states to ask them for help. But after just a few days, the mission of Athens proved to be in vain. Only the city-state of Plataea agreed to the appeal. The Spartans did not refuse, but were not allowed to go to war at the moment due to religious tradition. Athens and Plataea were now on their own against the Persians. At the same time, the Persians reached the sphere of influence of Athens. Darius chose the Bay of Marathon, near the Greek village with the same name. His strategy was to separate the Athenian forces from their city. While the Greeks try to stop the Persians at Marathon, the rest of the fleet have to sail to Athens and occupy the city. Athens and Plataea fell in Darius' trap and prepared their hoplites for combat. The leadership in the battle was given to Miltiades. Together they marched to Marathon to fight there against their enemy. September 12th or 13th, 490 BC, the Greeks prepared for an attack. The exact reasons for the Athenians and Platons' decision are disputed. But it's clear that the timing offered a tactical advantage for the Greeks. The Athenians and Platons together were about 10,000 men. The size of the Persian army varies between 20,000 and 25,000 warriors or more. But it was definitely larger than the Greek army. The Greeks positioned their army on the hillside. Their center was weakened in order to strengthen the flanks. The hoplites formed their famous phalanx formation. The Persians, on the other hand, did it the other way around. They placed the emphasis in their center and outnumbered the flanks. Miltiades gave the order to begin a risky attack on the vastly superior Persians. The hoplites marched line and line toward their enemy. The Persians responded with their archers. The rain of arrows, however, didn't weaken the Greeks. Then the two armies clashed together on the beach. In the course of the battle, the Greek flanks gained the upper hand over those of the Persians. The phalanx began pushing back the Persian left and right toward the sea. As a result, the Persian flanks collapsed. At the same time, the center of the Athenians and the Platons was pushed back by the enemy. The Greek flanks, however, immediately turned back and attacked the Persian center from the sides and the rear. Miltiades' strategy and the use of the phalanx proved itself as excellent. The Persians were surrounded from several sides. The battle had now turned in the Greeks' favor. Realizing this, the Persians gave up the fight and fled the battlefield. More Persian warriors were killed as they retreated. The battle was over and the Persians were defeated. About 192 Greeks and 6,400 Persians had lost their lives in the combat. Despite the victory over the Persians, the Athenians still saw themselves in danger. They recognized the coming attack on Athens. Because the march to their city would take too long, they sent a messenger to alarm Athens about the Persian fleet. The good messenger Phidippides was chosen for this honorable order. It is told that he ran the approximately 40-kilometer-long route from Marathon to Athens in one go. When he arrived in the city, he declared a great victory and then collapsed and died. After the horrible defeat at the Bay of Marathon, Darius ordered his fleet to turn back and refused the attack on Athens. As a result, the Persian campaign was stopped. The battle at Marathon went down in history. The bravery and determination of the Athenians and Plataeans characterized the culture and history of Greece until today. The heroic mission of Phidippides became the basis for today's Olympic discipline, the marathon race. In the world of sports, this historic event symbolizes endurance, determination and overcoming challenges. In this battle, a few men defeated an overwhelming enemy. In the legendary Battle of Marathon,